Myself Raj, welcome to Raj Online Trainings. In the series of Java Programming Complete Placement Course, today let us move to the next topic in this video, that is Java features. We are having some of the important features of Java, like Java is simple, object-oriented, robust, platform independent, interpreted, portable, secure, multi-threaded, dynamic, and automatic garbage collection, and one more important feature, distributed. So these are some of the important features present in Java. Now let us understand this one by one feature as a simple overview, and as the days goes on, once we enter into Java programming, we'll discuss all these features in detail. The first one is Java is simple. Why we say Java is simple here is Java is simple as it contains lots of APIs, application programming interfaces, which even we call it as libraries. The meaning of API is like the predefined code, the predefined classes. So Java comes with some of the predefined classes with the predefined methods. These only we call libraries or APIs. As the days goes on, I'll be even show you how to browse API, how to complete the task using API, like that. Like example, in Java, we are having a predefined class called as arrays, which contains a method sort, and if you just pass array name to this sort method, this single line of code is going to sort the elements present in the array. In that way, our Java coding is becoming simple to us because of these APIs. The next feature is Java is object oriented. Already we know this feature. Java is what type of programming language? Object-oriented programming language. So Java is object-oriented as it supports all the object-oriented features like objects, classes, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. I have already discussed about all these features in the previous videos. The next one, Java is robust. The meaning of robust is like strong. Let me take one simple example. Let us suppose if you are typing a document in Microsoft Word, then after typing the document, we want to print the document. Let us suppose when we issue print command, the printer is not connected to your system. Then what will happen? Microsoft is going to give a message that printer not connected. It's not going to close the application automatically. Means if any abnormal situation occurs, like printer not connected, the application should give proper message to the user what went wrong. Should not close the applications automatically. Such type of applications only we call robust applications. In Java also, we can develop robust applications using exception handling. Using this exception handling, we can avoid abnormal termination of application. So this is also very important topic in Java for us. We'll discuss more in depth of exception handling in this series. The next feature is Java is platform independent. Platform means operating system. So Java is platform independent because of JVM. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. When we download and install Java, it even going to install JVM on our operating system. The main use of going with JVM is to run our Java applications. I'll be discussing in detail about what is JDK, what is JVM, and what is JRE in the next videos. Now, so let us understand more of platform independent now. So when a Java program is compiled, it's going to create a bytecode file for us. For example, if you create a Java program, let me take one Java program like x.java. Just I'm going with a simple code x.java. So the extension for Java source code file is .java. Now in this x.java, let us go with some classes. So Java program is a collection of classes. So how to create a class in Java? By using a keyword class and the name of the class with some code inside. Now let us create one more class B. One more class B with some code inside. Now once we write this source code, we have to compile that. We have to compile the source code. We have to compile our Java program. How to compile is using a command Java C. All these things we'll see practically in the next videos. So using a command Java C. How to get this command Java C? Once we download and install Java on our operating system, we can make use of this command Java C at our command prompt or terminal. So to this we have to pass the name of the file x.java. So once we compile this x.java, in this x.java we are having two classes A and B. Then what it is going to do is, it's going to create two files for us, a.class. A dot class file will be created, a.class and b.class. So two dot class files will be created. That is, depends on the number of classes present in your source code file, that many dot class files will be created. And this dot class files only we call it as bytecodes. This dot class files only we call bytecodes. So once we compile our Java program, once we compile our Java source code file, when a Java program is compiled, it's going to create what? Bytecode file. This dot class files only we call bytecode files. I can use these bytecode files on any operating system. We can use these bytecode files on any operating system. So bytecode file is platform independent. So the bytecode can run on any platform which has JVM installed. So once you get this dot class file, the bytecode file, so if Java software is installed in a particular operating system, that is JVM, then we can use that bytecode file on any operating system. Means if you compile a Java program on Windows operating system, we can even run it on Linux or Mac, which has JVM installed, means Java should be installed to run our bytecode files. So we'll discuss all this practically in the next videos. One more feature of Java is interpreted. So in Java, an interpreter is a program within the Java runtime environment. So when you are running the Java program, it is going to make use of Java runtime environment. And what this Java runtime environment is going to do is that translates and executes Java bytecode instructions line by line. Once we compile the Java code, what is the command to compile a Java code? We have seen the example, javasig command. So by using javasig command, we are going to compile our Java code. Now if I want to run a Java file, that is, if you want to run a Java bytecode file, we use a command Java. So this javasig command is a compiler and Java command is an interpreter. So the meaning of interpreter is, it's going to execute the instructions present in this bytecode file line by line. It's going to execute line by line. So that's the reason we say Java is what? Is also interpreted language. The next feature is Java is portable. See here, Java bytecode can be executed on any platform using JVM. Using Java virtual machine, we can execute this bytecode on any operating system. Once we write and compile the code, it can be used on different kinds of devices without any changes, which makes Java portable. So once we compile, we can use that program on any device. So that makes our Java portable and easy to use anywhere. That's the reason we even say like Java is write once, run anywhere. Write the program on one machine, you can run it on any other machine, which we call ORA. Write once, run anywhere. One more feature of Java is secure. So before we understand this secure, let us understand one definition called as a pointer. This pointer concept is present in C and C++. So what is this pointer is like? A pointer is a variable which contains the address of another variable. So if you take C or C++ programming languages, when you take C or C++, if you declare a variable like int n, whose value is 10, then it's going to allocate memory for n variable. It's going to allocate memory for n variable which holds a value 10. And let us assume the address of this variable is some 100. This is our address. This is our address of the variable n here. Now we want to take this address and store it into some other variable. How to take a address of variable in C and C++ is by using AND-N. When we use AND-N, it's going to take address of n variable which is 100, that we can store it into some other variable. int star p, we use a symbol here, star p equal to AND-N. So this p we call it as pointer which contains address of some other variable. So now this p is pointing to this memory location. Now using this pointer we can go to this address and we can even modify the value of this. So using pointer also we can go to address of n and we can even change the value. Meaning using pointers we can go to any memory location and we can even corrupt also. That's the reason using C and C++ we develop virus or antivirus applications. Using C and C++ what we develop, virus or antivirus applications. But whereas coming to Java, Java is not for system programming. Java is mainly for application programming. Java is mainly for what? Application programming. That's the reason this pointer concept is not present in Java. So what is the main problem with pointers? Pointers violate security. And Java is secure as Java does not support what? Pointers. As pointers violate security. In Java, there is no concept of pointers. That's the final point we should remember. The next feature of Java is multi-threaded. Before we go to this multi-threading, let us understand what is multitasking. The meaning of multitasking is like opening multiple applications. Like in your operating system, you may open Word, you may open Excel, you may open calculator, you may open Notepad, you may open Paint. Or one more example, you are typing the document in Word and listening to the songs simultaneously. So different applications. So if you are able to open multiple applications, that is multitasking. Then what is a thread is like? The meaning of thread is like inside one task accessing multiple applications. Like for example, if you take Gmail. Gmail is a task here. Gmail is what? It is a task. In this task, in this Gmail, how many compose windows we can open? Multiple. In Gmail, how many compose windows we can open? Multiple. New messages, we can go for new messages. So this is our one compose window. This is one more compose window, new message. So every compose window what we open in Gmail, these are our threads here. So threads are part of one task. Threads are part of what? One task. So since in Gmail we are able to open multiple threads here, that's the reason Gmail is multi-threaded. And when you go with compose message, we can attach multiple files. So every attachment is also thread here. Every attachment is also thread. When first attachment is going on, I can even attach second, third like that. When attachments are going on, we can even type the subject and body of the message in Gmail. So because Gmail is multi-threaded. How to define a thread is like? A thread is a lightweight process under execution within a process. So if you take Gmail as process, the lightweight process are like compose messages attachments. Right? They are the examples. Multi-threading is used more in gaming applications. And the main need of going with multi-threading is it is used to increase the performance of application. When we want to increase performance of application, we make use of multi-threading. So in next videos, even we will be learning how to create threads in Java, how to increase performance of Java applications using multi-threading. So very, very important topic to us. The next feature is Java is dynamic. Why we say Java is dynamic? Because in Java, we can allocate memory during runtime. So memory, when you want to allocate memory for arrays or objects in Java, that is done during runtime. Runtime means dynamic. One more feature of Java is automatic garbage collection. Meaning, in the case of C or C++, once we allocate memory, destruction of memory means deleting of memory should be taken care by the programmer only. But in case of Java, our work is only to allocate memory, destruction is taken care by Java only. That feature only we call automatic garbage collection. See here, memory management in Java is automatically handled by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Then Java garbage collector, in Java it's going to have a feature called as Java garbage collector reclaim memory from objects that are no longer needed. So once we allocate memory for objects, and if that object is no longer needed, that object will be destructed automatically. And this feature is known as automatic garbage collection. The next feature is Java is distributed. Distributed application mainly used for exchanging data from one application to other application. Application to application communication we do by using distributed applications. You can say distributed applications are used for the purpose of communicating one application with another application. Like example, if you take Amazon, after adding the products in Amazon, we want to do the payment process. So payment process is different application. So Amazon and payment process are going to communicate. So this type of applications we say distributed applications. Java allows to create applications which can be accessed by other applications. And in Java, we can develop these distributed applications using RMI, remote method invocation, AJB, web services, Spring REST. So in this, nowadays we are using Spring REST only to develop these distributed applications. So RMI, AJB, all these things are outdated nowadays, right? So these are the important features of Java. Like Java is simple, object oriented, robust, platform independent, secure, portable, interpreted, dynamic, automatic garbage collection, distributed, multi-threaded, like this. So we are going to discuss all these features once again in depth in the next videos as we start off with Java programming. So please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.